Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, is fighting for his name vociferously after it was recently added to an October 2024 civil suit that originally only named Diddy. Now here's what happened. There is a Jane Doe out there that claims back in the year of 2000, after the MTV Video Music Awards that took place in New York that year at Radio Music City Hall, she's claiming that she didn't have a ticket to the show. She approached various limousines trying to get access to the show or to an after party. She says she ended up linking with one driver that told her he worked for Diddy and that she fit what Diddy was looking for. So the guy invited her to the party after the show, told her to return to his car later in that evening, and he was transported to Diddy's after party that he had. Later that night, she said she was offered a drink that made her feel woozy. Shortly after, she says Diddy and Jay-Z, which up until that point, the suit had only said Celebrity A and Celebrity B. She's saying, yo, accompanied by some lady that has not been named, these three began raping her. She says she even heard Diddy say, "Are you ready to party?" while Jay-Z held her down. Now, Jay, obviously, an astute, legendary businessman, is not going to go fighting down. I mean, minutes after this suit made its way to the public, Jay released a statement, and you could tell Jay either wrote this bad boy himself or had a lot of input, because it feels like a Jay-written letter. He said, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Buzbee. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It has the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have to come to such a deplorable human being, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I have to sit back and one day sit our children down, one of them who's at the age where her friends will surely see these depressed and ask questions about the nature of these claims, and we'll have to explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world and have to watch how their true life story is dressed in costume for profit by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theories, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harming kids, would be laughable. I'm looking forward to show you how different I am." Tony Buzbee, this lawyer that Jay is speaking very serious about, responded to Jay in his letter. He said, "Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied me being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say is in his recent statement is my firm sent his letter a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that the victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in this complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court and not the media," said Busby. Sorry, y'all, I've been under the weather for the last few days. I haven't been able to report on this at all, and I apologize for that, but y'all know how this weather keeps shifting from cold to hot again, and back to cold. It's been a mess. With that being said, y'all know how big of a fan and admiration I got for the legend that is Jay-Z. Y'all would also know, if you're a subscriber to my platform or wherever you're watching, is that celebrities are not the end-all be-all for me. We cover entertainers that have often done great things in their lives, but I don't know these people personally. All right, I do not act like I do. And for the ones that I have developed relationships with, even then, I still don't know what they do when them lights is off, when them doors are closed. So this is not going to be a defend Jay-Z video because I don't know him. What I refuse to also do is kick the brother's black kid without any evidence that supports these claims. And what I hate about the society that we live in today is because Jay-Z has been successful for so freaking long, Jay's going to get it. People have been waiting for his downfall for a long time, and that only expedited in the year 2024 after what we've seen with Diddy. It's kind of see, if it was Diddy, then it had to be Jay. That's possible that there are things in Jay's closet that he doesn't want coming to the limelight. But what I would offer is every man's got to be accountable for his own actions. And I will say this, I do believe this part is going to have to happen. You know, Jay's going to fight for his name, and it looks like he's bringing out all guns to shoot, you know, back at Tony Buzbee in this suit. I do believe there's going to be a day where hip hop has to wash his hands with Diddy. If you believe Diddy is going to jail for a significant amount of time, I'm not saying he is, but if you believe that, then I do believe you're going to have to start having people come out and say, yo, Diddy was Diddy, and I'm me. I don't know what Diddy did at some of those parties. I left early. Because what's going to happen, again, is that the public is going to be like, you mean to tell me you've been associated with this dude for over 30 years and you didn't know, and you didn't get any inkling about his character? You were inclined to do after parties with this guy, inclined to put your name attached to his at different brunches and all that stuff in between. It's going to look away, especially in the midst of Jay's civil suit, if Diddy is criminally found liable for what he's currently incarcerated for. That's going to look away. So I do believe if Jay believes Diddy's guilty, at some point you're going to have to wash your hands with Sean P. Diddy Combs, the legend that he is, because of where things look like they're headed. Now, one thing I do hate about these freaking civil suits, number one, I grew up in an era where a civil suit couldn't do harm to your legacy. I don't know why we don't look at a civil suit for more than what it is, right? It's yo, I couldn't get you criminally, so give me some money. Money will shut all this up. When I hear Tony Buzbee say, my client originally didn't want nothing from Jay-Z but mediation, immediately I'm like, what the hell did mediation consist of if you didn't want money? To me, mediation sounds like you wanted some money. You wanted to meet Jay-Z, you wanted a photo op, whatever the case may be. But be clear, mediation was going to have a financial agreement, and part of it had Jay agreed to them terms. I don't like this. I'm not one of these people that wants to see black success be torn down, because just like Diddy, what I always tell y'all, we don't make Jay-Z's every day. We don't make Diddy's every day. And the onus is on them to protect their legacies and not do nasty stuff. I don't have any more evidence against Jay-Z. He's still one of my greats until further notice. Again, y'all see I got to kind of hedge my bet because of 2024. This thing is blown up in Diddy's face. As a matter of fact, if you go back and look at this platform, around this time, a year ago, I was somebody that was still, I won't say defending Diddy, but I was somebody like, yo, let's let the evidence come out. And y'all see, throughout the year, the evidence has come out, including that video with Cassie that was absolutely disgusting. And now this is where we stand. You don't hear me defending, you don't hear me speaking with such valor in the name of Diddy anymore, because he doesn't deserve it. He's got to do that on his own in court. That's how celebrity can fold on you. So time will tell. Listen, Tony Buzbee's in for a fight. Jay, that letter was personal to Tony Buzbee. And we have seen numerous suits come out, and then you never hear an update about them because they get closed very quietly. That first day headline is what everybody reads, but nobody does the back reporting to give you the update 3-5 months down the line when Tony Busby client receives nothing. When Tony Busby clients receive a payout. Oftentimes that's very silent and private from the client, the attorney, and even the media oftentimes. So we know Jay's gonna fight. Matter of fact, the night after this, the next day, his daughter, Blue Ivy, was a part of a red carpet as she's in a new Mufasa movie, I think. Jay looked pissed on that damn red carpet with everything going on in his personal life that is being accused of him. I mean, he's saying it's nothing more than a money grab and a reputation grab. So we'll see how this plays out. My last thoughts on this one, if you don't mind, is I think we're going to see the difference between Diddy's ego and Jay-Z's wisdom. Remember, Diddy led with ego and then shut a lot of this shit down when it first hit the fan with Cassie around this time last year. And then it blew up and everybody was like, let me get a piece of that pie. He did this, he did that. And many believe that this day never would have happened to Diddy had he just shut down Cassie privately. Nobody was going to ever step up and be the number one. Jay immediately is stepping on this attorney, Tony Busby, by suing him. And what that does, if nothing else, is make the next person proceed with caution. Now, there will be people who say, yo, Jay wronged me in this capacity, come out going forward, time will tell. But Jay's letting you know, I'm going to be the face of this. A guy that doesn't speak publicly often, he did his big one by letting you know, we ain't going for this. I want to thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support. Please let me know your thoughts on my commentary on the fight that Jay-Z now has. More than the one civil suit, I think more than anything, we're talking about a guy that's involved in 1,004 businesses that includes the NFL, that includes casinos, teams. His image matters. So we'll see how this thing goes. Time, love, and support is what your boy never take for granted. Salute. I'm out. Right now, I'm offering you a special way to support your boy Ferro. If you enjoy my great quality content I put out every single day, make sure you cop a Facebook supporter badge or a YouTube membership. The prices start as low as $3.99 to show your boy that you support the grind. Tap in right now and join a special community of those that support your one and only yours truly, Ferro.